Our first reconstruction this month is a particularly disturbing crime, and I want to be very clear about that. It's a robbery on a gun shop in Hinckley in Leicestershire 7 weeks ago. Hinckley is in the Midlands between Leicester and Coventry, and not far from the M69. Our reconstruction starts 2 weeks before the robbery. This row of shops in the centre of Hinckley is where Alan Bray has run his gun shop for some 14 years. On 2 occasions before the robbery, 2 men were seen opposite the shop, seated in a car. The driver appeared to be making sketch drawings. A witness remembered them because of the unusual way they'd parked their white Fiesta car. Monday, the 9th of March, the day before the robbery, this woman saw 2 men approach the back of the gun shop. Tuesday, the 10th of March, at lunchtime, 1:30 p.m.
Yes?
I want an egg on about 50 or 60 pounds. It's for shooting at Rushton.
Is it for rabbits and pigeons?
Yes.
Yes. Try that. Well, there's quite a large selection. Would you like to look through these brochures?
We're from the police, checking security. Have you seen any suspicious-looking characters around?
No, why?
Well, the police have been keeping their eye on this row of shops for a couple of days. We've reason to believe there might be an attempted raid on your shop.
Well, I haven't seen anyone suspicious at all. What's it all about?
As you probably know, there was an armed raid on a gun shop a couple of weeks ago, and we think the same men are going to make an attempt on your shop.
Well, look, can you hang on a moment? I've got a customer in the shop. I'll just check that he's all right. You all right?
These are some plans of your shop. You take a look at these while I just get some photos out the car, OK?
Just a minute. I'm sure you are who you say you are, but I think I ought just to check with the local police to make sure everything's in order. Routine security.
That's fine. Here's the man you want to speak to. I'll get the photos out the car, OK? There's a uniformed policeman just down the road. You ask him to pop in a minute. Cheers.
Get easy. Shut up.
Quick, quiet.
What do you want? Is it money?
Come on, hurry up.
I want shotguns.
Get your arm. I'm not going to clear you out. Keep still. Quiet.
Where are your car keys? In my coat pocket in the cloakroom.
Hurry up, come on. Come on, quick.
Do you want to come in? Won't be a second.
There's a customer in the shop. You'd better be quiet. Have you got any alarm systems? It's sharks. Any hidden cameras? No, I haven't. Chuck some petrol on him. I'll ask you once again. Have you got any hidden cameras? You can't do that. You should have told us more about the alarm.
Hello? Call the police!
Three miles from the shop, two men were seen moving guns from one car into what was probably a white Ford Cortina. Ian Lacey has told me this is by far the most grotesque crime he's ever had to investigate, or any of your colleagues come to that. How is Alan Bray at the moment?
Alan is still very, very poorly. His injuries are so horrific that he faces years and years of surgery in order that he can lead some sort of meaningful life.
For people to understand just how badly he was burned, he only got away because the fire was so severe it burnt through the ropes that were tethering him.
If those bonds hadn't burned, then this evening, Nick, you and I would have been talking about a murder.
The incredible thing, the truly incredible thing, if it isn't incredible enough that someone should do that to another human being, is it seems totally motiveless. They'd done the robbery, they'd got the guns. Why did they do it?
Absolutely. You're saying what I've been saying to myself for weeks, that we just cannot find any reason why anybody would want to inflict that sort of injury on a fellow human being.
Now, it did seem that Alan might die for some time, actually, but he's been able to give you something of a description now.
Yes, he has. And also, we've had a breakthrough in the last few days. We've had detectives with him, and he's been able to give us an artist's impression of the blonde robber. And anybody looking at that artist's impression, if they think they can put a name to it, I would urge them to ring me.
One of the witnesses corroborates that. Incidentally, one witness, the guy who was in the shop, hasn't come forward yet, has he? You're still appealing to find him.
This is the man
customer.
who may or may not have been the customer. Despite all our efforts, we haven't traced that man.
Now, they left behind a clue. We saw at the beginning of the reconstruction, there they were sketching away. They left some sketches there.
Yes, they did. We were able to recover from the shop a sketch which is obviously taken from where the Fiesta was parked, of the back of Alan's shop.
Now, this is what the back of the shop looks like, and the sketch is obviously taken from the same position. And whoever did it, he can draw perspective. Now, somebody might recognise something in that drawing there. There's a substantial reward, isn't there? £12,000.
Yes, there is £12,000 on offer. We lost 29 firearms in total. Strangely enough, most of the villains that I've spoken to since this crime are so sickened and horrified as we are by it that the reward is almost incidental to them.
But if I mean, you've brought a series of guns here which are very similar to those that are missing, if someone's in possession of one of these, they're going to be very reluctant to call in, aren't they? They get implicated themselves?
If I could only get the message across to them that all I am interested in is finding the two men that set fire to Alan Bray. I'm not interested in how they came by weapons, where they think they came from. Anybody who can help in any way, I would urge them to please ring me.
Ian Lacey, it may sound a cliche, but I'm sure the whole nation hopes you get your men tonight. If you can help in any way, please call us. Remember, this programme is live. You can speak to any one of the detectives behind me, or to a BBC researcher if you prefer. The number, 01811 8055, 01811 8055. If you prefer, you can call the incident room in Leicester, Leicester 482 400. That's 0533, the code for Leicester, 482 400.